Shalom, it's Brother Doug. Just wanted to address something. I really wanted to get this cleared up, this thing about the morning star, the bright morning star versus son of the morning, and really just help people out that are getting confused because either they have a modern translation like the NIV or something else that calls Godriel, Satan, Hillel, whatever you want to call him, calls him the bright, calls him morning star or day star. I just want to show you real quick. I'll show you how many translations here. Let's see if I can do a little screen share. If not, I'll just paste the scriptures here. So first thing I want to do is show you guys here Revelations chapter 22 verse 16 literally says, okay, literally says in Revelations 22:16, I, Yahushua, have sent my Malachim, my angel, my messenger, to witness to you these matters in the assemblies. I am the root and the offspring of David, the bright and morning star. Okay? Right here. So, right here you have Yahushua saying he is the bright morning star. Now, we can't have him and Satan saying that. That's something you need to understand. So, if Yahushua is saying that, okay, and that's from the scriptures 1998 there, right there, that I just posted up there. So I'm going to be doing this in real time. I'm going to be posting all the scriptures here. Now, people will say, oh, the NIV, Isaiah chapter 14, verse 12, it calls Lucifer the morning star. First, you got to really look into there and see if it's supposed to be morning star there, because actually older translations do not translate it that way. And I'll show you that. Okay, so we're going to start with the generally accepted among Christian circles, as you know, authoritative, just for, probably most of my audience and people that have been led astray by this misunderstanding have been using NIV Bibles to begin with. That's part of the problem. So the KJV 1611, I'm going to start with this. Okay, does not call him the morning star. It calls him the son of the morning. Okay, there is a difference. Okay, so this is why I'm bringing this stuff up, because this is very deceptive, and this is why I don't fully trust the NIV. I really don't trust any translation 110%, just to put it out there. Okay, just to put it out there. I probably have 30 or 40 translations I use when I do studies with my brothers and sisters in Yahushua, Messiah, and Yahuwah Almighty. So I don't trust any translation. I don't care if it's a Restore Name translation. I will not trust it 110%. There's always going to be biases. Okay. But anyway, so just to show you I have no partiality, I'll even use an older manuscript to show you that the phrase morning star was never in that verse originally. Just to give you proof here, we're going to do the LLXE, which is basically Roman numeral. The LXX is Roman numeral for 70 for the Septuagint Old Testament. So we're going to go there with Isaiah 14:12 and show you here that it's not just the Masoretic text, but you can prove this in the Septuagint. The phrase morning star was never supposed to be in that verse. Okay? So, and actually the Septuagint has it read even different than the Masoretic text. It actually says, how has Lucifer, it should actually be Hillel. I'm probably going to change that for you guys before I publish this video, fix the terminology here, because Lucifer, that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video. Lucifer is not even a real name in the scriptures. It's actually a name of a monk that they inserted into the scriptures. So it says, how has Hillel that rose in the morning fallen from heaven. He that sent orders to all the nations is crushed to the earth. Okay? So that's the Septuagint version right there. So right there. Okay? So, and people will be saying, oh, you only posted from the Greek New Testament, yada, yada, yada. All right, so if you really want me, I can post Revelations 22, verse 16 from the Aramaic New Testament and show you that there's not a difference there. Both of them say that Yahusha is the bright morning star, not Gadriel, not Satan, not Hillel. Okay, so right here. I'm going to post right now, and this translation is known as the original Aramaic New Testament in Psalms and Proverbs. The Aramaic New Testament actually has been written and dated back about 8 years after the destruction of the temple in 70 AD. So for people that want to say, oh, how can we trust the Aramaic New Testament? Well, we trust the Greek New Testament that is only dated back to about 300 or 400 AD, okay? So just, you should let that sink in before you try to disregard it as we can't trust the Aramaic New Testament. We're trusting a manuscript that's 300 or 400 years older than it. We should at least give the Aramaic New Testament a chance, I would think. So, all right. And here we go. So this is, and I'll put this right here for you guys so you know what translation it's from. So the abbreviation for it is O-A-N-T- with Psalms and Proverbs. So you can look this up, obviously, after Shabbat if you want to check it out. It's on Amazon. It also comes with the Aramaic version of Psalms and Proverbs, this translation of the original Aramaic New Testament. And it says right here, I will read it right here. I, Yahusha, have sent my angel to testify these things among you before the assemblies. I am the living Elohim. Very interesting. The Son is saying this. The root and the offspring of David and his companion, and the bright morning star. Okay, Yahusha is the bright morning star, not Gadriel, not Satan. Okay, so if you have a translation that says in Isaiah 14:12, Shalom, Sister Lynette. If you have a translation Isaiah 14:12 that calls Hallel morning star, you might want to pick up another translation. That's just my advice to you. Okay. So here we go. And let me just, before I end here, I want to fix the terminology here with these English translations. All right, God, that should actually be Elohim. Okay. All right, there we go. And let's fix this because, like I said before, the name Lucifer wasn't originally in the scriptures. If you don't believe me, check out a video by Stephen Pidgeon, the translator of the Sefer. He knows the whole history of the name Lucifer and where that really comes from. And Lucifer was never originally in the Hebrew Tanakh, the Hebrew Old Testament. So, yeah. So, and again, the Septuagint actually says, he who rose in the morning, like to rise up in the morning. So again, son of the morning is not even in the Septuagint. So but definitely the phrase morning star was never referring to Satan, whether you use the Masoretic text of the KJV or the Septuagint Old Testament. Either way, morning star was never referring to the adversary, the devil. Okay, so thank you everyone for tuning in. Hopefully this was a baraka to all my brothers and sisters in Yahusha Messiah. That is the correct term for what we've learned a false term blessing for, and that's a whole nother video. But anyway, I wanted to make this brief just to help people out, and so people are not confused and thinking that morning star is referring to Satan and that it's evil, yada yada. So again, Yahusha is the bright morning star. Revelations 22, verse 16. Shalom, my brothers and sisters. Hope this helped clear things up, and hopefully Yahuwah and Yahusha use me as a vessel to bring some clarity to this issue. Shalom.